Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Christ Church. It's early, and I really don't have any announcements, but I did want to remind you, yesterday, April 24th, was the International Armenian Genocide Remembrance Day. Probably most of us didn't see that on the calendar. But it's important for us to remember, particularly in these times when we as a nation are also struggling with race and with differences of religion. For those of you who missed that chapter in history, between 1915 and 1917, right about the time of the First World War, actually during the First World War, in what is now the nation of Turkey, what was then the Ottoman Empire, what was really the first Holocaust, wasn't called that, but it was one of the first most well-known instances of ethnic cleansing and genocide. 1 to 2 million ethnic Armenian Christians in that period between 1915 and 1917 were systematically removed from their villages, removed from their homes, taken out, many of them into concentration camps in the Syrian desert, and only about 200,000 survived to the end. So somewhere, depending on who you listen to, somewhere between 1 million and 2 million ethnic Armenian Christians were wiped off the face of the earth in that 2-year period. Also, what happened during that is that the Syrian and the Greek Orthodox Christians were expelled from the Ottoman Empire, and all of that genocide, all of those expulsions led to what is now the modern nation of Turkey. All of that, you may have heard something about it. Much of that is in the news this week because President Biden became the first United States president to say the word genocide in referring to what happened in the Ottoman Empire during the Armenian Genocide. The American government has called it a genocide for some time, but in the interests of diplomacy and good relations, trying to maintain good relations with the nation of Turkey, presidents have not said that word until this week. President Biden uttered the word genocide in reference to what happened in Turkey. The reason it's difficult politically is that because the Turkish government still denies to this day that what happened was genocide. They deny that the government did anything wrong, and they're quite upset that President Biden described it that way. But folks, here's where that connects to us today. Any kind of that hatred that we have for one another because our skin color is different, because our religion is different, leads to those kind of things. Maybe not 1 million or 2 million at a time, but they wear at our soul because we are, even in the United States, we are losing people of color, people of different religions, one at a time because of hatred. And we must be the people who fight back against hatred of all kinds. Because remember the one thing we were taught? In Christ Jesus, there is no Jew or Greek. Jews and Greeks hated each other. In Christ Jesus, there is no Jew or Greek, no slave or free, male and female. We are all one. Let us do our very best to fight against hatred of all kinds, because we worship a Jesus and a God who gave his life to show us what love really was. God bless. Have a great week, everybody.